Hey guys, it's Cara with Cara Jo Plans today. We are going to close out my budget for the month of February today, and just bear with me. I've had strep throat for 2 days, so I don't know how long my voice is going to last, but we're going to power through it. What I do to close out my budget is I start with my expense tracker. So this is my cash spending expense tracker, and this is everything that I use my cash envelopes for. So this gets recorded on here, and then I have one for my checking account, which is where all my utilities go out of and everything. And I do have them highlighted in certain colors, and you can see that I have all of my expenses color coded. So groceries, fuel, household, these are all the basics categories that I put everything into. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these numbers off of these sheets and just kind of total them up. So everything I spent on groceries for the month was out of my cash envelopes right here, and that I had budgeted $400 for. Let me zoom in on you guys here. Okay, so groceries I had budgeted $400 for, and I spent $293.66 for a difference of $106.34. For fuel, I had budgeted $200, and I only spent $80. So that one was under $120. For household expenses, that included, so that's going to include my mortgage, my Apple, and my Instant Ink. And that one was exactly on target. I expected to spend $683.88, and that's what I spent, $683.88. My utilities, I had budgeted $560 for those. And let me double check those ones. I think they should be right. Utilities. $132 plus $50.40. $13.77. 9 plus 100. I'm missing something on my utilities here. Okay, we're going to come back to that one because I'm not seeing it on the paper here, so I'm not real sure why my numbers aren't adding up with my scratch sheet. And then for entertainment this month, you remember I went to Monster Jam, so I budgeted $75. I ended up spending $71 of that over the course of the month, so I have $4 left there. And debt, I figured I would spend about $1,500 on my debt payments, and I ended up putting $627.39 towards debt, which was over by $127.39. And beauty, which counts Planet Fitness, Massage Envy, and then extra spending, I had budgeted at $100, and I ended up spending $107.06. So that one was over $7.06. Now unbudgeted, that's all this green or gray stuff here. That's everything that I didn't really account for. So that's things like postage, buying Apple games, which I really need to work on. So that ended up being $100.06 as well. And that was all overage because that was not budgeted for. And then what was left over in my cash envelopes. So here's where I do my cash envelopes, and I know I didn't video for this, I was so sick. I just did it ahead of time. So I started out week 4 with $9 in my entertainment budget. I ended up spending $5 on some ice cream or something. So I had $4 left over in my entertainment. I spent $136 on groceries this week, so we have $105 left in there. Fuel, does that add up? Yeah, about that, $106.34, $105. So my change, I put in like change drawers. I don't keep real good track of that. Fuel, I should have $80 left, $70. Oh, I didn't pull as much out. So I had $70 left in that envelope. I had $25 left in my household envelope. And the boys will get their $10 allowance today. So the amount that I had left in my cash envelopes is 4 plus 105 plus 70 plus 25. Okay, guys, sorry about that. My battery went out. So I did have $204 left in my cash envelopes. And what I'm going to do with that $204 is I'm going to start fresh next month with 0 in the envelopes. And that money is going to go to extra debt. So the next step that I would do for this page is I would take my starting balance from my checking account, which was $1735.46, my incoming income, which was $2545.52, and so my total monthly income for this month was $4280.98, and then I would calculate the percentages of these. And I'm still not real sure where that other utility bill went that is making this one so far off. Let me double check in my budget book, because that's just kind of driving me crazy what I might be missing. Okay, so we're just going to skip that one for now, but I will go through how I figure out the percentages of my income that I'm spending on everything. And this is something that you want to do, like if you have an idea that you only want to spend 25% of your income on rent or household expenses, or you want to try to stay at like 12% on food, that kind of stuff, this is what this is good for, just so you know where your money went each month, and it helps you plan your budget for the next month. So the first thing I do is I'm going to take what we spent for groceries, and that's going to be $293.66, and I'm going to divide that by my total monthly income. And that turns out to be about 7%. Then I'm going to take 80 divided by total monthly income, and that's about 2%. So 2% of my budget is going to fuel. Household expenses, $683.88. Remember, this is my mortgage plus a couple other household related items. And I'm spending about 16% on that. 71 is my entertainment, and that's about 2% as well. And debt, this is one that I kind of really want to look at. Hang on. 16, 27, 39, 42, 80, 98. So right now, 38% of my income is going towards paying off debt, which is pretty good. I want to get that down to 0, and then I will have 38% of my income that I can spend on other things or start saving. And this is about 3% on beauty. And my unbudgeted is about 2%. All right, so that's where my money was going. The utilities, I have no idea what's wrong with this number. The number that I had written down when I did my pre-work was $538.90, but I don't know where it came from, so I need to double check that one. But you can see this is how I use the Budget Moms worksheet to kind of figure out where my money went that I categorized off of these two sheets. So my expense tracker, I use one expense tracker for my checking account, which is everything that comes directly out of my checking account. Now you'll see on here that there is cash envelopes. I didn't add that in as an expense in this one because that cash came over here and it was accounted for when I did my spending out of these categories. So I wrote it down here just to keep my bank account balance correct, but it wasn't accounted for in my expenses until it was actually divvied up into the categories over here. And then the next thing you can do is you can break down your categories of debt if you really want to know whether it's student loans, car payments, credit cards. You can break down those. You can break down your savings categories once you get to savings. And then she has a comparison sheet where you can go back and look at January. How much did you spend in each budget category in January versus where did you spend in February? So are you going over or under? What's the change? Just so you kind of know planning purposes for March. And guys, I do apologize for my voice and my swollen throat. Strep is no joke. So I did my best to kind of help you guys see how I wrap up 1 month and total up the expenses. If you have any questions, leave them below. I'd be happy to type some answers, a little easier than talking. And we'll be back with another video here soon, starting out the March budget. Have a great day. Bye.